Hey guys, Dwayne here. Wanted to talk to you a little bit about techniques to help you relax and deal with anxiety and panic attacks. I'm going to go over 7 steps that I use whenever I'm dealing with this, and I think that they might help you if you're going through a similar situation and you need to slow yourself down to not allow the situation to overwhelm you and overtake your emotions and just cause a lot of bad things to happen. Okay, the first thing is you have to accept that you're actually having an anxiety attack or a panic attack. I know that sounds kind of silly, but if you can recognize what's happening to you, then that gives you a lot of ability to take these next steps to minimize what's happening. Okay, number 2, you have to realize that your mind is playing tricks on you. Your mind is taking the situation, it's catastrophizing it, and it's making it out to be worse than it actually is. I'm not saying that the situation you're going through isn't complicated or complex or difficult, but our minds have a unique ability to take those situations, amplify those issues and concerns, and make them appear to be significantly worse than they really are. So number 3, question whether that catastrophic thinking is actually realistic. Are you actually processing this situation correctly, or are you actually amplifying what's going on and making it worse than it actually is, like I said in number 2. Okay, number 4, you have to slow yourself down and take some deep breaths. You have to literally take a pause. And the first 3 steps actually help you get to this point to where you can recognize what's happening. You realize that you're over exaggerating what's going on. And then that gives you the ability, since you're recognizing what's happening to you, to slow yourself down, tell yourself to calm down, and take deep breaths. And that mantra and running inside your head is critical to listen to follow the words that you're basically saying to yourself when you're saying, take a deep breath, relax, and really take a step back and look at the situation for what it really is. Okay, number 5, and to follow on with that, is that voice in your head needs to be reminding you that you're going to get through this, that it's not as bad as you think it is, and being around your ex or being in this situation or going to court or whatever the situation is isn't as catastrophic and scary as you really think it is. Number 6, you have to realize that whatever happens in this situation or this moment, it isn't going to define the rest of your life or your future. Now, that can be construed in a couple of different ways. If you're getting ready to go to court and you have one of those issues, then if you lose, which you're probably not going to, but if things turn out as catastrophic as you think they might from steps 1, early on in this list, just know that no matter what happens, there is a way to get through it. Okay, number 7, and really not the most important, but the final thing on this to really let sink into your head is that just because your ex is running a smear campaign against you and trying to perpetuate these false allegations, it doesn't mean they're true, and it doesn't mean that everyone, to include the judges and social workers and whatnot, are going to automatically believe what they say. These are trained professionals. They know what to look for. As long as you're not doing anything to validate those concerns, just rest assured that just because your ex is making things up about you doesn't make it true and doesn't mean that everyone is going to believe it. Okay, guys, Panic attacks and anxiety attacks in these situations are really common because we are so emotionally dysregulated that we question ourselves constantly on what's going on and what reality really is. We easily find ourselves in a situation where we start having these anxiety and panic attacks, and if we don't take a step back and take control of the situation, we really risk those, like a cascade effect of emotions occurring that really drive us into the pit of despair, into a big depression, and just complicates our situation significantly. And as you guys know, and I'm sure you've experienced this, those issues, those panic attacks and anxiety attacks can roll into a multi-day period of time. So it's crucial that whenever you see it happening, when you can detect that you're getting ready to have one, or you're entering in a situation where you know it's going to happen, as in like going to court or having to meet with your ex, you can take proactive steps to help you through it, to calm yourself down, and to minimize the panic attack and get control over it. All right, I hope these 7 steps can really help you to get control of an anxiety attack that you might be having or getting ready to put yourself into a situation to experience. Just bottom line is, slow yourself down and remind yourself of those 7 steps and that you're going to get through this and it's actually going to be okay. All right, I'm going to wrap this up and I'll talk to you guys on the next video. Take care.